Hello, remember to thyself be true. In this week video, I'm going through my second week of August from the 5th to the 11th spending that I did. So on the 6th, I paid Gautrain 1,000 Rand with my debit card. And then I went to take medication at Dis-Chem and I paid a levy of 30 Rand, 37 Rand. I was writing an exam on the 7th. I paid for parking at Gallagher for 24 Rand cash. And then I bought food at Jasmine for 20 Rand 20. I went to Dis-Chem, bought my personal stuff that costed me 1,343 Rand 17 cents. And then I paid my debt to Rage for 630 Rand 1 cent. And then I went to the salon on Friday, paid 320 cash, and then I went to Pick n Pay, bought food on the same day for 25 Rand 90. And then on the 10th, the Saturday, I went home and I paid toll gates for 57 Rand return, and then I bought petrol for 300 Rand. And then on the 11th, Sunday, I bought food for 618 Rand 80 cents, and meat was 87 Rand 20. And then I went to Dis-Chem, bought for 64 Rand 90 with cash. So there was a lot of cash transaction this week. Moving on to the overview, my goal for this week was to spend less on food. So my budget, transport was 1,857, medical 55 Rand, food 1,566 Rand 10 cent, personal 1,670, debt 630 Rand 1 cent, household 500 Rand. This is my actual spending. Transport, I spent 1,000 Rand plus 57 plus 300 Rand plus 24. So I spent less than I budgeted for. 1,381. Medical, I paid 30 Rand 37. Food was 20 Rand 20 plus 25 Rand 90 plus 618.8 plus 87.2. So all in all, for food I spent 752 Rand 10 cent. 752.1. Personal, I spent 1,343 Rand 17 cents plus 320. So I spent 1,663.17. Debt, I paid the exact amount of 630.01. Household, I spent an amount of 64 Rand 90. That's all that I did for the week. In terms of my weekly review, the amount that I spent this week, all in all, is 1,000 plus 30 Rand 37 plus 24 Rand plus 20 Rand 20 plus 1,343 Rand 17 plus 630.01 plus 320 plus 25 rand 90 plus 57 rand plus 300 rand plus 618 rand 80 cents plus 87 rand 20 cents plus 64 rand 90. So all in all, this week I spent an amount of 4,521 rand 55. I did not save anything this week. There were no impulse purchases, no unexpected expenses. In cash this week I spent an amount of 24 plus 20 rand 20 plus 320 plus 25 rand 90 plus 57 plus 300 rand plus 618 80 plus 87 20 plus 64 rand 90. So in cash I spent 1,518 rand. No mobile payments, no credit card, and then on my debit card I spent 4521.55 less. I spent 3,003 rand 55 on my debit card, and there were no transaction charges this week. So I did not overspend on anything. There were no unexpected expenses, no impulse purchases. So what I want to improve on next week is avoid impulse buying. Let's already fill the monthly review for this week. I did not save anything. I did not invest anything. Food for this week amounted to 752.1. Transport this week amounted to 1,381. Household for this week amounted to 64 rand 90. Personal this week amounted to 1,663 rand 17. No miscellaneous. And then we had debt, which amounted to 630.01 for week 2. I made a mistake, so personal is 1,693 rand 54. Let's see if we've accounted for everything in the monthly review for week 2. So the total is 752.1 plus 1381 plus 64.9 plus 1693.54 plus 630.01. So the total is 4521.55. To that, let's go and deduct every transaction in week 2. So 4,521 rand 55. To that, we deduct 1,000. We deduct 30 rand, 37, 24 rand, 20 rand 20, 1,343 rand 17, 630.01, 320, 25.9, 57, 300, 618.8, 87.2, 64.9, 0. So we've accounted for everything. Until next time, remember, to thyself be true, and to thy finances be true.